don't you eat? Why don't you eat? Just tell me once. Why you don't eat your husband, Papa? Eh?
Don't you sauerbraten, Betty.
Und wenn I must once more tell you to eat, then I will right away send you out from the house out. So, you hear? I won't have it. I won't have it. You go to school in the morning and you say, I don't think my God will study. You come home and you will think it's
Oh, come on, Betty.
What's this? What's this rules? I won't have it. I won't have it. Why would you say something? What's this? What's it was? What is this? Don't bother me. Don't bother me. Don't bother me. I won't have it. I won't have it.
They always pick on me. They never let me be. I'm still very lonely, awfully sad. In the long time since you've been glad, but I know what I'll do. By and by, I'll eat some worms and then I'll die. When I'm gone, you wait and see. There won't be sorry that they picked on me. Hello, Bimbo. I'm leaving home.
Yeah, I'll go with you. Meet me under the window.
Okay. I'm not afraid. Are you, Bimbo?
No.
Folks, now here's a story about Minnie the Moocher. She was a red-hot hoochie coocher. She was the roughest, toughest frail. Minnie had a heart as big as the whale. Humpty, ho, humpty, ho, ho. Humpty, 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 daddy-o. Daddy-o. Hi-de-hi-de-ho. Hi-de-hi-de-ho. He got his towels and his racing horses. Each meal she ate was a dozen courses. She had $1 million worth of nickels and dimes. She sat around and counted them all $1 million times. Dee-ho, 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 dee-ho,
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Paint by Monster with me, your host, Easel Monster. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? That was Betty Boop, Minnie the Moocher, and the masterful Mr. Cab Calloway singing Minnie the Moocher there in that Betty Boop cartoon from 1932. 1932. Oh, so many wonderful things and all of that. Hey, good morning to everyone who's watching. Eve Cunning's here. Christy D'Souza's back. Hey, I hope moving went okay. I hope nobody's sore. I hope nobody hurt themselves yesterday. Carrie Wright's here. The Lakes. Good morning, everybody who's here with me. Paint by Monster is a little art show with a humorous monster puppet host. That's me, your host, Easel Monster. And I've got some stuff planned for us today. Some good stuff planned for us today, actually. So, boys and girls, let's go through our pre-launch sequence and get some music on up in this place here and get some drawing and some art going. So, let's go through our pre-launch checklist, shall we? All right, let's go through our pre-launch checklist, boys and girls. Mr. Penny, please take your station. Thank you. All right, Mac back nice and slow, please. Release the docking clamps and fire main thrusters. And music on my mark in 3, 2, 1. All right, Commander Penny, please assume your rest position, and MacVac, if you please release the inertial dampers. We have reached altitude. Let's make some art, boys and girls.
hero. But this guy's a real hero. I don't know his name, so I guess we can only call him the Heatwave.
Yeah. You're watching Paid by Monster, boys and girls. However, that's maybe a little bit extreme for our purposes today, but that's okay. That was Mothman by the really cool group Apache Tomcat. Mothman. Hi, Michelle Jones. Yeah, Mothman. It's on the Free Music Archive. I'll drop a link in the description to that particular song, Mothman, which is so super cool. Let's do this, pal. Right? Mothman. But I got something else, because there's something else. Penny, can I turn this off? Is that okay with you? All right, hang on. Yeah, all right. So here's this other thing that I need to do. Commander Penny, do you know today is a very special birthday today? There is someone who is with us today who is having a birthday, May 22nd.
Happy birthday. I said happy birthday. Emily Ruth, I said happy birthday. Oh, you've ridden the earth around the sun another time. It only took 365 days to go around the sun. Oh, happy birthday, Emily Ruth, I said happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Emily Ruth, I said happy birthday. Oh, you've ridden the sun around the earth. That's not right, that's not how it goes, but here you are, and you're
Probably gonna go outside and play with your brother, but don't throw dirt on him, or hide in the closet from him and poke him and hurt him and boss him. That's the part that you have to make up of the song right there. I don't know what that part goes like. But happy birthday, Emily Cruz. I said happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Emily Ruth. I said happy birthday. Oh, you've ridden the earth around the sun another time. So today, I hope your day is really swell and goes your way, but other days, maybe not every day, then shouldn't go your way, because you're only 4 years old today, and so you can't have everything your way. Happy 4th birthday, Emily Ruth. Now shut up and pay attention. All right, boys and girls. Today, I want to play with scale. So I've got some paper here on the drawing table, and let's get over and turn some music on and make some art over here. Boom. So, I have this playing with scale idea that I want to talk to you about today, and I did some drawing ahead of time. And Mothman, I'll put a link in the description to that song. That song is so cool. That band's name was Apache Tomcat. What a cool name is that, Apache Tomcat. On the Free Music Archive, boys and girls. The Free Music Archive. So, anyway. Welcome to Paint by Monster, everybody. With our smooth jams and our monster waves and our bad motor scooter drawings, because that's all we make here at the Paint by Monster studio. Here is the idea of playing with scale. Now, I'm going to show you the drawing before we actually redraw this. So, I started with this, okay? It's a cat. Obviously some kind of a boss cat. And around the corner, I want this sort of steampunk elephant. But down, the really important bit is the hero of the story, the secret agent, mouse down here who's holding the elephant back. Just stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Now, James Cameron said, the director, yes, shut up, the director, boys and girls. James Cameron said, you have to really think about your villain. You have to love your villain. Oh, before we get to that, hey, welcome to Paint by Monster for those of you who are joining us. We are high above Muncie, Indiana, in our UFO disguised as water tower, having an art moment with Commander Penny and myself. It's an art show and it's a podcast. Here in my neck of the woods, above Muncie, Indiana, there is this place where grown-ups can go and eat. It's called Timbers. And there's a concrete Paul Bunyan out front. And he looks something like this. And so I thought maybe I would start putting together a little Muncie coloring book of some images that you would find of the special statues and the weird stuff here in Muncie, Indiana, because Muncie's got some pretty serious weird going on, believe it or not. It does. Now, I want this to be easy to color, but I also want it to sort of look like things. Paul Bunyan. Like this. Yeah, like this. So I had the idea for the mouse picture because of thinking about, well, if a mouse... You don't think about this, because I don't think about this. Think about how much the idea of scale plays a relationship to a friendship. Like, if a mouse and an elephant were friends with each other, they have to be pretty close in size in order to enjoy some of the same things, I would think. Like, imagine Galactus being friends with a mouse. How's that supposed to work? That's not going to work. You have to be close to the same scale, or your friendship's just not going to work at all. This guy has on a red hat. I also, in this proposed coloring book, I sort of want to give the geographical locations of things. Like, you know, that seems like a really fun idea to me. And you might as well say where it's located. This happens to be Timbers. The Timbers Man is a 25-foot statue of Paul Bunyan located at 2770 West Kilgore, on the corner of Kilgore and Tillison. Paul Bunyan is there in Muncie, Indiana, along with the utility poles and the railroad tracks, all of that stuff. You know, Paul Bunyan. So I was thinking about what's the big thing that I could put in the frame, and what's the smallest thing that I could put in the frame with the big thing. And so I thought of an elephant and a mouse. And I thought, well, what could they be doing? And Commander Penny leaned over to me and he said, would you make this really powerful cat? Just make a cat boss. Make a cat boss. You know, something to be afraid of. Something that if you rounded the corner, and there he sat. You might think twice. By the way, thank you to Donna Quinton. Thank you to Art Gruber. Thank you to everyone who in the last few days has gone to paintbymonster.com and bought some art. It's affordable, and most of those designs are going to wind up being refrigerator magnets at some point. Because, boys and girls, I believe in refrigerator magnets. I believe in them the way that I believe in barbecue sandwiches, the way that I believe in open mic night, the way that I believe in having a beer or two. Not you yet, boys and girls, because we're not in Germany. If we were in Germany, you could drink, boys and girls. At my house, you're always at Germany. Always. So, but I won't feed you the hard liquor yet, boys and girls, because you have to wait till you're 16. Yeah, I like this guy. James Cameron said, you have to love your villain. He said, if the Terminator had not been loved into existence, do you think the writer would ever have had him stand at the sink and peel out his own eyeball with an X-Acto knife? No, he would have never come up with that because he didn't love his villain. Boys and girls, if you're making up bad guys, oh, you have to love the bad guys of your story. I want him to have something sort of futuristic, and at the same time, I want him to have something sort of Japanese-inspired that he's wearing. I also thought down here, boys and girls, that I would put his little paws together like he's slotting. Also, I have given him cufflinks. And if you've been paying attention, boys and girls, there should be an uh-oh that goes off in for you, because uh-oh, this is refined evil. Oh no. Oh. Yes, and yes. Oh, I guess I gotta bring his hand back. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I think maybe I'll have to put these little devices out here too. Yeah, that's good. I was all thinking about how can an elephant and a mouse, how can that friendship exist? How close and I mean, you know, I've seen videos. Animals don't always just, if there's not their own kind, animals can have relationships with one another. That's real. We're not anthropomorphizing. You can see it in the video. Part of the loving him, I think maybe it's really fun if he's got this cat toy hanging down in front of him. I like this idea of feather down here. Here's some kind of a thing. Right, and there's a ball, there's a jingle ball here. And a little feather. Something he's killed, you know. Yeah, alright. And it's on a dangly, because cats love danglies. I like it hanging just onto the back of his chair. Yes. I just love the idea that he might have little boxes with mice inside them, just sort of stacked around, little torture devices and little things, you know, just to amuse himself. But the cages themselves, This is a moment where you can love the villain well. The cages themselves, it's really fun if these are like beautiful little Asian treasure boxes. He enjoys his work. Are you enjoying your work? How's your work going? Has anyone told you how good your work is? Has anyone told you that you are the only one who can make work exactly like you are making your work? Now that doesn't make it good, but you're the only one that's going to do it. So, be encouraged. Go make some art. Get in there. Make some stuff. I want to see. The world needs to see. Go make some art. Don't wait. Yeah. Daniel Lake says a mouse and an elephant could be friends if perhaps blindfolds are part of their relationship. That's a good idea. So, I'll worry about that in just a second. Over there. Just as an indication that there's a mouse in there. It doesn't have. You don't have to go nuts on the detail here. Just make somebody forlorn. That's close enough. Also, this elephant here. This has got to be some kind of a steampunk elephant. That's what I'm after. I thought, let's see. If you're just joining us, as Jan J. Boyd is, welcome to Paint by Monster. You've shown up on a really good day. So, this is a cat boss, you know, in his chair. Oh, I'll give him this. Oh, that maybe wasn't enough. Sleeve. That's all right. That's all right. That's going to work out just fine. Just fine. I also like if he's got his legs crossed here. You know. And that's even more terrifying, boys and girls, because not only is he refined evil, but he's relaxed evil. Refined, relaxed evil. Oh. Just back away slowly. Back away slowly. Yeah, this one has to go something like this and this. Yeah, like that. All right, that's good. Yeah. We'll take care of this back in here in just a moment, and this will be part of his chair mechanism. Yeah. And let's see this back of this thing right here. Now also, I sort of like this idea, we've talked about this before. Repeat with variation is an art principle, really. And the cat's ears, these pointy sort of blobby, horny shapes. Yes, I said horny, boys and girls. The chair is horny. It has horns. Go into the other room and say that to your mom. Right now. Get up and go in there. Tell her. Tell her about the chair. If she asks you what you're watching, say, Paint by Monster. Yeah. You're watching Paint by Monster. And my external robot is just not cooperating today by keeping the shot in frame. And, you know, boys and girls, sometimes these things happen. But what are you doing today? What's going on with you today? Commander Penny, what's going on with you today? Well, is he vicious enough for you? Do you think? If you want, later I'll go get that stick with the feather on the end of it and a little weight. We can play with that if you want. We can go down into the danger room and fight some robots if you want. We can go to the what's that one room called where we go? No, not the bathroom. Yeah, all right. Let's get back to the inking. Oh yeah, smooth. Welcome to Paint by Monster, the place where really furry, weird, and smooth, cool come so effortlessly together that you will swear that some kind of voodoo is involved in the process, but it's not. Paint by Monster is a pirate broadcast out of Muncie, Indiana, where every day we get together and make some art. Because art, boys and girls, art is where it's at. Art is where it's at. I love the place about art that the museum culture tend to not explore. I like the intersection of where art and humor comes together. I love that intersection. So, funny, weird novelty songs, things that just ought not to be, things that make somebody go, ha, ha, that's funny. Right. Now shut up. Charlotte asked, does Penny shed as much as me? Yes. And then some. I'm going to collect his hair. I'm not going yet. I'm going to collect all of Penny's hair, and I'm going to knit sweaters for everybody for Christmas. Everybody who's watching right now is going to get a sweater or a pot holder that's made out of Penny's hair. That is not true. I am not going to knit you anything like that. All right. This little guy has to be sort of Daniel Craig. He's got to be pointy and smooth as ice. So, everything about him is really slick. By the way, boys and girls, just about everything that you see me draw on the show is available to second look on the website, paintbymonster.com. Thank you again, Art Gruber. Thank you, Donna Quinton, for your recent purchases on the site. Everything is priced to move. As Mikkel Yant says, EM will not be undersold. All right. I also think I like it if he's in a white dinner jacket. I think I want him in a white dinner jacket. And he's got his little hand up there and he's holding back that elephant. The steampunk elephant. As they look around the corner at that cat boss. Stay back. Oh. Secret agent says, stay back, steampunk. Maybe that's... Maybe that's the name. I don't know what the name of this is. No idea. That's all right. We don't have to name things. Don't ice the cake before you bake it, boys and girls. Don't name something before it exists. Well, good morning, Jill Christine. Eve Cunning says she loves white dinner jacket. I do too. I love the whole refinement of the scene, really. All these little Asian boxes filled with little tortured individuals that the cat boss is keeping. Oh, man, give him his computer screen. Because he's got his cat eye on the world. That's right. Boys and girls, you are watching Paint by Monster. It is so wonderful to have everybody here with me today. Thanks for showing up. It's Friday, May the 22nd. That's right. All right. Yeah. That's, oh, yeah, right. I also, up here, I wasn't just kidding about that steampunk sort of stuff. Like I want this elephant to have this kind of a hat. This kind of a hat. Yeah, one of these furry jobs like this. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Something smooth for him to wear, and I think it has this little dangle bobble out the back like this, and a tassel, because boys and girls, tassels are like sombreros. I don't care what anybody says, they're cool. If you walk into your court appearance where they're going to set your bail and maybe the other things about, walk in a sombrero, boys and girls, I'm telling you, let the judge know a hero has just entered the room, and it's you. So, there he is. Oh, yeah. He's right there. And I want him to have, he's got to have a stripy vest, and he's got to have a chain going down here, and he's got to sort of be ready for his elephant action, but he also is the pensive one. Like, this guy's in charge. There's no two ways about it. This guy down here, he's the man. But he's not really a man. He's a mouse. And that's part of the joke, too. That is right. So, let's do a little bit more inking, and then, boys and girls, have you planted your garden yet? Eve Cunning has been chainsaw gardening, and I owe all of us a look at the chainsaw gardening that she has been doing. It's magnificent. She's got a fan in now and all kinds of stuff. Oh, that was maybe a little bit too much for a gun. That's all right. No, it's not too much. How big do you think they make mouse guns? Think about it. You never thought about that before, did you? That'll be a little white ping, a little white ping. Now, I'll change that in the inking because that's wrong. That gun is just too horsey. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. This is the other thing. The bow right here on this part of the jacket, it's not really right, but it sells him keeping the elephant back. Keep back. And by selling it, I mean, it conveys that idea. Jazz grunting. Oh, jazz grunting. The gun looks like a hairdryer to me, Charlotte. Maybe he's going to dry that cat to death. And the cat is afraid of the blow dryer, so maybe that works. Commander Penny is afraid of the shop vac, and he's afraid of the blow dryer. He is. All right. Now I also want him to have. I'm gonna not have a principle that I believe in. I'm gonna do something else. And here's the principle. I believe in not destroying the original animal. But in this case, I'm gonna give him shoes instead of little mice feet. Because I think that is better. I want him to have shoes. Mouse with shoes. Little wingtips and his little white dinner jacket. Oh, golly. He's got to have a butt right there. He's also got to have this. 1, 2. One more. Yeah, okay. All right, okay. Fine. Stay back. Secret spy says, stay back, steampunk. I got this. When I say 3. All right. So, that is so much fun. I can't even stand it. Oh, he's got to have some of these little cages hanging down from the ceiling, too, because, he has to be surrounded. Oh, Carrie Wright says he must have a pocket square, and she is so right. How about that? Tuck that right there into there. Also, I think maybe he can have these kind of lapels here. Or flaps on the pockets, I mean. That actually is what that could be right there. Yeah. All right. Maybe we'll cut that a little more, make him a little more svelte. That's a nice word. Write that down. Svelte. Yeah. All right. So, Michelle Jones says laser gun for sure. I love that too. Nice idea. Well, boys and girls, we have been together for about 40 minutes today. And I think 40 minutes is it's coming into clear focus to me that 40 minutes is about a nice time for 6 days a week. Come on. All right, there is that cat boss. And more inking on this off camera, Boys and girls, just about everything you see on the show can be seen at paintbymonster.com. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for all of the comments, all of the interaction. Thank you for all of it. All of it. Friday. Commander Penny is Friday. Let's land the ship and go into town later. What do you say? We'll drive around downtown Muncie, get our funk on, get some grooving doing. We got to find some barbecue somewhere, man. I mean, I'll eat the barbecue. You can eat whatever you're going to eat. Carrie Wright says, zoom out, please. Carrie Wright, today, that is as zoomed out as that is going to get because the robot is not going to do a better job. I got to put little Asian devices on that cat's front because I want him to have, think about this, boys and girls. Have you ever seen a video of anybody in a $12,000 suit being wrestled to the ground? Nope. You never see it. I'm telling you, boys and girls, nice clothes might just be one of the secrets to staying out of trouble. Just wear nice clothes. Like me. Commander Penny, you want to put your tux on later and go downtown? All right. Boys and girls, here's the closing song. Let's get up on out of here for today. Thanks, everybody, for being... I'll be back in a minute. Hang on.
Hit the subscribe button. Also, please leave me a comment in the comment section below, or get really wild and leave. For now, I answer everyone back. Also, share the video and tell your friends. And in the meantime, you know what to go do with yourself, right?
Go make some art. Make a drawing or a painting. Go make something entertaining. Make some art. Go make some art. Go get your pencils, paints, and paper, plaster, chisels, markers, scrapers, rulers, canvas, brushes, hammers, nails, and tape, and super glue. Get glue and macaroni, cameras, frames, and fried bologna. Go get anything you need for making art. That gnawing feeling deep inside that you can't do it isn't lying to you. Get up off your butt and make some art.
Paint by Monster is made by one monster sitting in a tiny upstairs bedroom studio smack downtown in Muncie, Indiana. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Go make some art and...
I will see you tomorrow, Saturday at 11 o'clock. Hey, happy birthday, Emily Ruth. See you all tomorrow, 11 o'clock. I love all of you. Thanks so much for showing up. Thanks, everybody. Man, this is a blast. I hope you're having as much fun as I am, but I just don't think it's possible. See you tomorrow.